Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today's tutorial is June's block for the directional Afghan. Can you guys believe it's June already? Holy cow. Yeah. Anyway, this block I decided to kind of, I'm going to say somewhat, tone it down a little bit to make it a little easier for some that we can, so some of us are having a little bit of problems getting through it, but that's all right. And I kind of wanted to make this one somewhat easier, and I say somewhat because these little shells that we have here, I feel like you guys can't see. I think you can. This consists of 4 stitches, okay? So we have our front post double, we have a front post treble, or triple, whatever you call it. Then we have a front post double treble and a front post triple treble. Those 2 stitches I think may trip up some people. It did me, and it did for a while, and I worked it and worked it and worked it, restarted it, pulled it all out, restarted it, and finally got it down to where I could work the stitches, work those 2 stitches, and they came out looking good. Now I know some of you are going to struggle a little bit, and I say in the video, the reason some of these blocks are a little tougher than others is because I want to push people out of their comfort zone and show them you have the ability to work the stitch. Some people just takes longer to get it down than others. Like me, I ain't gonna lie to you guys, it took me a good 5-6 times of restarting this to try to get that damn stitch down. But once I got it, look what I got. It's pretty now. Anyway, let's get to what you guys are going to need. You're obviously going to need a 6mm hook, your scissors, and you have to have a cute tape measure. And I'm working again with the second color I chose for the 2-color Afghan, but you guys can use whatever color you want. I am going with Magnolia Way Crafter's Secret Big Idea. I got that from Hobby Lobby. Love that yarn. And it's reasonably priced. I just wished it had more color options. Anyhow, so I'm tangled up all over here. Okay. Oh, and don't forget, you're going to need a needle to weave in your ends. All right, guys, get your stuff together and let's get started. Okay, to get started with our next block, pull my camera out, get you a chain of 40 and come back here. And for row 1, we're going to start by double crocheting into the 4th chain from hook. So 1, 2, 3 into the 4th with a double. Oops, mess that up. And now all we're going to do is work a double crochet into each chain. Alright, so double crochet down your chain, and I'll meet you in the last one. I need some slack. Okay, I've worked my double crochets down, and we should have 37 doubles and then that chain 3 at the beginning. All right, so that was row 1. So we're going to go ahead and move on to row 2. We are going to chain 1 and turn and double crochet into that very first double. Oops. All right. And now all we're going to do is double crochet all the way across, and I will meet you guys at the chain 3 at the beginning. Okay, I've made it to the end, and I wanted to stop to make sure everybody gets this chain. So holding our work like this, we can see the back bumps of the chain, and I'm just, there, make sure you can see it right there, and I'm just going to work a double right in there. Ooh, that was tight. All right, so that is the last double of row 2. So we should have 38 doubles now. And if we give this a little tug, lay it out flat, we're just a tad bit short of 12 inches, but that's all right. All right, so now we move on to row 3, and row 3 is the first row of our 3-row repeat. And it's the only row that's different. So what we're going to do is we're going to be working 4 stitches around one post. I'm getting ahead of myself. All right, so to start row 3, we chain 1 and turn, and we double right back into that first double. All right, so what we're going to be doing around this very next post right here, the post of the next double crochet, I should say, is we're going to be working 4 stitches around it. Okay, I'm trying to think to myself what the best way to explain this to you guys is, how the best way to explain it. And I'm just going to go with how I work this. So the very first stitch is going to be a front post double, so we yarn over once, right? And I can't hold mine and work around the post like this. I have to turn it sideways, and then the post sticks up. You guys do however works the best for you. All right, so that's our first stitch, and we yarned over once. So the next stitch is a front post treble, so we yarn over twice. Work your treble, triple or treble. All right, so there's 2. Now the third stitch is a front post double treble. Well, and this is why I'm saying the number of times to yarn over, because the front post double treble, we yarn over 1, 2, 3, and it just so happens is the third stitch. So the way I counted my yarn overs, because in my mind it helps me remember what stitch I'm on. The third stitch we yarn over 3 times. So can you guys guess how many times we yarn over for the fourth stitch? 1, 2, 3, 4. And the fourth stitch is a front post triple treble. Yeah. All right. So we go in, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, pull through 2, and pull through 2. And then whenever we come back, holding all of these stitches up, we count 1, 2, 3, and around the fourth, we start it all over again with the front post double. But I pause here and pull out our work, and we're going to lay that down, and that is the little design that we're making. Alright, so we already have our front post double, we yarned over once, front post treble, yarn over twice, our front post double treble, which is the third stitch, 1, 2, 3, yarn over 3 times, 3. Now the fourth stitch is the front post triple treble. Well, the easiest way for me to know, we yarn over 4 times because it's the fourth stitch. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. And then we bring our work back, 1, 2, 3, around the fourth one, start it all over again with the front post double. I think it's a pretty stitch. I feel like it's kind of hard to see with all that white. And that's what we're going to repeat down our work here. So we have our front post double, front post treble, we yarn over twice, front post double treble, it's the third stitch, so 1, 2, 3. I have to tell you guys, I'm a little shocked on camera. These are coming out great, but whenever I was working this on the side, No, it did not. These stitches were all, like, the loops at the top were huge. Okay, so like right here is a perfect example of why I'm trying to explain the number of times you yarn over is for the number of stitches. Because I was just looked and I thought, okay, where am I at now? I don't have a fourth one, so I know 1, 2, 3, 4. 1. And that, like I said, the only reason it's coming out like that is because, you know, you have your double, treble, double treble, triple treble. Alright, so we come back to our work, skip 1, 2, 3 into the fourth, and we start all over with the front post double. I'm going to go ahead and keep working this with you guys. Alright, so we've got our first one. Second one is a treble, so we yarn over twice. Alright, now we're on to the third, and I don't even remember the name right now, so I'm just going to, I know I yarn over 3 times. And work just like normal, just like a treble. Alright, so I'm at the fourth stitch. 1, 2, 3. Oop, messed that up. 1, 2, 3, 4. Work it just like I'm doing a treble. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Alright, 1, 2, 3. Around the fourth, we work our front post double, starting all over again. Little ant on my desk. Okay, so there's the front post double. Work our front post treble. 1. Alright, front post double treble. It's the third stitch, which happens to be a yarn over 3 times. 1, 2. Alright, so now we're on to the fourth front post triple treble. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright, that's the 4 stitches around that one. So we come back to our work and we count 1, 2, 3 around the fourth front post double. Starts a new one. So I think you guys are going to have a pretty good understanding of this. I mean, I'm going to break this down a little bit more. So we have our front post double, and now it's our front post treble. So we yarn over twice, go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, pull through 2. Our third stitch, front post double treble, yarn over 1, 2, 3. That's 4 loops on our hook. We go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And I find that it kind of helps, which what video did I say this in? I don't remember what video it was in, but I had said I have the worst luck with long stitches like this, because I always find, like right here, I get a huge, I don't know, a heart, I guess you could say, at the top. The top of my stitch is real long, which I have to say I'm pretty proud of myself in this video, because it did not look like this when I was designing it. It was huge. So the best way that I found to try to combat that is to hold the bottom of the stitch as I'm going. Alright, so that's 1, 2, 3. Okay, so yarn over 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in, pull up a loop, yarn over, pull through 2. And right here's where I start to hold it. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. Yarn over, pull through 2. One more time. There we go. So when we come back and we lay this flat, we get that design. Okay, so we come back and we go 1, 2, 3, and around the fourth we start again. Front post double, front post treble, yarn over twice, front post double treble. It's a third stitch, so it just so happens that it's 1, 2, 3 yarn overs. What are you doing? Get out of here. Get. Okay, so there is our 3, and we're on the 4th. So we yarn over 1, 2, 3, 4. Go in there. 1, 2, 3, 4. One more. That one's going to be a big one. Okay, so there's our 4. So we come back. We count 1, 2, 3. Around the 4th, we start another one. 1. Second one is a double, or I mean a treble. Yarn over twice. Third one is a double treble. So third stitch, we yarn over 3 times. 1. One more. All right, so we've got 3. We need 1 more in there. It just so happens that the triple treble is a yarn over of 1, 2, 3, and 4, which just so happens the 4th stitch of our little shell here. So, and 1 more. There we go. All right, so we come back. 1, 2, 3, 4. We start it all over. Our front post double. Now we have a front post treble, which is a yarn over of 2. Next stitch is a double treble, which is 1, 2, 3. And if you notice, third stitch in the shell. All right, now we're on to the 4th, which is a triple treble, and it just so happens it's 1, 2, 3, 4. I think I missed that. 1, 2, 3, 4. Like I said, grabbing the bottom of the stitch and kind of pulling as you work. I find that helps me. Okay, there's our 4 stitches. So we come back and we have 4 left. Well, that's perfect because we're going to skip 3 and into the last one, work a double crochet. Not a front post, just a double. And that is the end of our row 3. And I think for some of you is going to be a relief. The only row we work that's anything fancy. The rest of it, rows 4, 5, and 6 are just double crochets. So I hope that's a relief for some of you. I'm pretty sure it is going to be. All right, so that was the end of row 3, and that is going to be the beginning of our repeat rows. So we'll move on to row 4. We chain 1 and turn. All we're going to do is double crochet into the top of each of our stitches from row 3. So don't forget that first double right there. We're going to double into that one and double crochet all the way across. Nice and easy. And one of the main reasons that I kind of tried to go with something a little bit easier is because I know some people are struggling a little bit with some of the blocks I've designed, which I understand. I mean, they're not the easiest, but I wanted to push people. I wanted to push people. Like I just wanted to walk up and shove someone. That is not what I meant. What I meant was I wanted to push your ability and push you outside of your comfort zone. There. Now can you guys see how big my hole is with the top of some of those stitches? It's not going to hurt anything. But back to what I was saying. So I kind of wanted to do something that's going to slow it down a little bit. You know, ease it up for a little. And granted, I understand some people are going to have a hard time with these double trebles and triple trebles, but it is going to be worth it once you get the what am I trying to say? Get the what is the word that I cannot think of? I don't know. I guess what I'm trying to say is once you get the understanding and the, I'm going to say ability because I cannot think of the word I'm trying to say. to make those stitches or to work, you know, the double treble, the triple treble. It comes in useful once you understand and get the, you know, you get your ability to do. Why can I not think of the word? Anyway, because there is a very, very pretty pattern that I'd love to do something with called a Celtic weave. And I've seen people do it with the double treble. I've seen people do it. Pause that for just a second. All right, I'm at the last stitch. If you turn, you can see the top of my last double right there. I'm going to double into that. And that is the end of row 4. And this is what we should have. So now we just chain 1 and turn. And double crochet across just like we did. There's my first. Come on now. Alright, now just continue to double crochet across. But like I was saying, that Celtic weave, that is a very pretty stitch. And I've seen people work it with double trebles, and then I've seen it worked with triple trebles also. So I would really like to figure out a pattern for that. Figure out something like that, because it's really pretty. Plus, it's just a new stitch in your arsenal. Alright, so go ahead and double crochet all the way across. Nothing fancy. Alright, and I will meet you at the end. Okay, I'm coming to the end. I've got one more to work into, and if I rotate that, I can see there's my last stitch. Okay, so that is the end of row 5, and then we're going to move on to row 6. Chain 1 and turn, and row 6 is the last row of our 3-row repeat. Or, well, it's 4, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, so we just do the exact same thing. Double crochet straight across. Okay, go ahead and double crochet across, and I will meet you at the end again. Okay, I'm coming to the end of row 6. I have one more to work in there. Chain 1 and turn. And now we start the repeat over again. We repeat row 3. So I'm going to just start it with you guys. We work a double in the very first double. And then around the post of the next double, we start our shell, which starts with a front post double, front post treble, front post double treble, which is the 3rd stitch of our shell, so it just so happens to be a yarn over of 3. 1, 2, 3. Come on now. And the 4th one of our shell is a front post triple treble, 4th stitch of our shell, and it just so happens to be a yarn over of 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Oh, it was looking good. Alright, so we bring our work back. We count 1, 2, 3, and in the 4th one, we start our shell over again with a front post double. And I use that as my pause point to make sure it looks nice. Everything looks pretty. Okay? So go ahead and finish your row 3, and then you're going to repeat 4, 5, and 6. So basically row 3, 4, 5, 6, row 3, 4, 5, 6, row 3, 4, 5, 6. And we're going to repeat that until our block is measuring 12 inches. Just like this. pull you guys out. So I repeated 3 through 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. 3, 4, 5, 6. So I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 rows of the shell. So 6 row 3 is what I'm trying to say. Now, I ended on row 3, and measuring it, it's right at 12 inches. But I'm going to work a row of single crochet just to straighten up this edge. And I doubled into my last double right here. So our finishing row, chain 1 and turn, and we are just going to work a single crochet into each stitch. So there's my first double, here is my next stitch, and so on. So just a single crochet, and all we're doing is straightening up this edge for when we crochet our squares together. Okay, so go ahead and work when you're done. Work your finishing row. Okay, work that across and come back. All right, single into my last one, chain 1, pull up a loop, and snip. And there we go. There is our 6th block. And we don't have to block this one because it pretty much stays at 12 by 12. It's just a tad bit shorter right here. And there we go. So that is it, guys. Weave in your ends. I hope you guys enjoyed this. We're getting so close to the end. I thank each and every one of you for taking time out of your day to watch one of my videos. I do truly appreciate it, and I thank you. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't, so you don't miss any of my videos, and hit that bell, click the notification bell, and then click all notifications, so you get a little notification for anything I do. And then hit that thumbs up button if you enjoyed. Also leave me a comment. I love reading your comments, although sometimes I don't get to all of them, but I do read them. And check out the description box. I got some links in there for you guys. Links to my Facebook group, my Instagram, and all that fun stuff. Fun social media stuffs. Alright, guys. Thank you again so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.